I'm going to finish planting, and I'm going to show you guys the stuff I planted last week. But I got the Kubota, got the rototiller, and I'm going to go till some earth. My experiment might be ruined. The little area where I planted the throw and grow, where I covered it with topsoil, you get it. It's under there. It's right there to be exact. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes trying to get the trees that my grandpa pushed on there off there, and then hopefully it still has a chance to grow. I can't move it. You know what's hard? Trying to vlog while you're trying to plant a food plot while trying to keep a rototiller from 1985 running. Who knew? Probably most of you, right? So this is the little plot here we put. This is the one that Ethan did all by himself. And he planted radishes, beets, and then some of that throw and grow stuff. And then this right here is all throw and grow stuff. So this is all beets. This is 100% beets, nothing else but beets. So I recently got asked what external battery power I use for my trail cameras. And originally when I first started using these with external batteries, I was using the Moultrie solar panels, and they had 2 batteries built in, and so it would charge those batteries on the inside and basically it would run the camera. And then therefore, if it came unplugged or for some reason the charger stopped working, you would use the batteries on the inside of the camera. I didn't charge the batteries on the inside of the camera. It literally just, you use that power and then it would alternate between the two if it needed to. I never really had any issues other than when it would come unplugged, except when it got really cold. For a lot of guys that hunt outside the Midwest, I don't know, how cold your temperatures are or whatnot, but when it gets really, really cold, lithium batteries do not hold up. And 99% of the time, lithium batteries are way better than any alkaline or lead acid or anything like that. Lithium is going to triumph it over those batteries. But when it gets really cold, and I'm talking cold, 10 degrees, negative 10 degrees, we're in the UP, you're running negative 15 at night. Almost every night, starting in November, that's prime hunting season. The more research I did, I found out the lead acid is definitely the #1 battery to go with. I started looking into solar panels. I was just going to put a solar panel, and then I had a couple car batteries laying around. I was going to use that. Then you got to lug it out there, and it's a pain in the butt. It's really overkill for a trail camera. I was really happy when I found out Stealth Camera made a box with a lead acid battery in it, and it had a solar panel on top, so it was all one system. And then the other day I was in Sportsman's Warehouse and I saw this, and this is exactly the same as the Stealth Cam version that I have. I don't know if Stealth Cam makes this and licenses these people, or the other way around, or if it's just some general company that makes them and then licenses them out to manufacturers and lets them sell their products with their name on it. Regardless, it looks like it's exactly the same thing. It's got a waterproof enclosed box with a lead acid battery in it. It's got the solar panel connected to the box, and it will charge your battery as your camera takes pics. As long as the sun's out, it's not being blocked or anything like that. The better sunlight you have, the better it's going to work, obviously. I'm not here to teach you about solar panel. I'm really just here to let you know what I use. I don't think it matters what manufacturer camera you get. No matter what, those cellular cameras are going to drain the crap out of your batteries. And so this is a must-have. You absolutely have to have it. Otherwise, it's defeating the purpose of the cellular trail camera. The cellular trail camera, so you know when they're coming out there, you can pattern the deer, whatnot. But at the same time, you don't have to go in the woods. You don't have to put your scent out there. You don't have to spook any deer that are walking around. You can just literally look at your camera, see when they're showing up, and not be in the woods bothering the deer. But if you're constantly going through batteries, then it kind of defeats the purpose. If you're gonna buy a cellular trail camera, you know, tack on, this was $46. They're regularly, I think they're regularly $59. So tack on another 60 bucks in the price, because I've already spent $60 on batteries since June. So $60 for this right here is well worth the money, because I guarantee because if it works as good as the Moultrie one that I had, I'm not going to buy batteries again. The Moultrie one, I worked great until I took it up north, and then the batteries died, and I think I can fix it, but that lasted for 2 years, and as long as it was plugged in, my camera never died. So let's open this box up real quick. So that's how it comes. So it's nicely packaged. And then it also has a plug, so I can go plug this into the wall right now, which I'm going to do. With the Moultrie, you had to let it sit in the sun and charge to 100% before you could plug it into the camera. And this is nice because I can go in my house, plug it in, and then I can take it out there probably in 4 or 5 hours. I don't know how to read the directions to see how long it actually takes to do a full charge, but even if it's tomorrow, it's still nice. It's going to be great not having to leave it outside all the time. Just round, you can easily adjust it, so keep it pointing in a direction. So it's got a 10-foot cable with a cable connector here. It's covered in stainless steel mesh, so this isn't going to rust, and it's going to be very durable. And then on the inside, let's move this out of the way. And then right there is the lead acid, and then it has directions on the inside, so you don't lose it. I'm really considering buying another one of these and taking it on my Sea Eagle so I can connect my Helix 7. That'd be a really great thing to use the same fish finder I use on my big boat on my little boat. And then it has this Bushnell adapter. I've never used a Bushnell camera, but it looks like they have a different connection for their 12 volt, and it has an adapter to go from here into this, and then you plug it into your Bushnell cameras. If you own a Bushnell camera, you don't have to worry about picking one of these up and it not working. I'm gonna go plug this in, and then I'm gonna take it to the farm. I may go out there this afternoon, I may go out there tomorrow. No matter what, I'm gonna see you in the field. So I'm out in the field. I have the battery pack and solar panel right here, and we are headed to the first camera. This is what I planted in that first video. This is all no-till, and I still tilled it. Here is where I didn't till, and I planted it, and it definitely doesn't have the same outcome as where I did till. So this little area here, I spread it the same, but I did not till it. Therefore, you can see a humongous difference in quality of growing. I'm literally just letting it sit on the ground, and hopefully, even flat, it should get enough solar flat, but I would like to get a little bit of an angle like that so it's more direct sunlight. From, like, it still has sunlight right now, and it's 10 a.m. to probably like 6 o'clock. This thing is going to be fully getting charged. So there's the solar panel and the battery, and then I put the cord underneath the log there to help hold it down, or dead branch or whatnot. And then we got the trail camera there, and I got the cord wrapped around a branch ahead of it, above it, and hopefully that holds it into place. I might have to come and do something to secure that to the bottom there, but I think we should be okay. As you see, it shows the 12 volt. Once again, it's just in dire need of some water. This one seems to be doing a little better because it's out of the direct sunlight, so it's getting a lot more shade. I can see turnips growing up over there, and then it's really coming in thick down here. It's probably where I overspread the seed, but yeah, if this doesn't start getting some rain soon, we're gonna have some problems. And right now is when they say to plant, and if we would have planted right now, it would have never sprouted. So I think I'm lucky that I planted early. Something's been chewing on the antenna. There's like a spider web inside the lens, something inside the lens, and the pictures I always get are a little bit darker, and I think that's the reason why. I came back out and I didn't change the batteries. I forgot my battery, so I'm changing the batteries today. I'm hoping to get this thing working today. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send it back to Spypoint because they do have a 2-year warranty on it, and hopefully I can get this thing going. Camera works. I just got 4 images plus some images that were already on the card. But I'm going to just get out of here so I can get out of the woods. There's a deer out here early already, and I'm starting to hear noises walk around, so I need to get out of here. But as you look here, I mean, you can see that I got those 4 images plus the other ones, and they just came to my camera. So it is back up and working. Hopefully it just had on the wrong information as far as how much battery life was left, and I just made the mistake of not changing the batteries when instinct told me to change the batteries. So in the last video I was talking about how my card got erased. I didn't like how they had their plan set up. Somebody from Spypoint reached out to me and said that they do not do that. So they do not erase the cards. I just wanted to clarify that. Anything that goes to your SD card will stay on your SD card. Now I have had problems with my SD card, that specific SD card, where I lost other images, so I'm pretty sure that that's actually what it was. Also, I meant to bring up a point of how I have that salt lick there. That salt lick is 3 years old. I have not put a salt lick there in 3 years, and the deer still go to it. And in Michigan you can't bait, but I mean there's nothing I can do. I mean that salt lick used to be on a trail that we would use. Then my grandparents leased the farm, and now that trail doesn't exist. So that salt lick has been plowed over, disked, combined, everything, and it is still getting torn up by those deer 3 years after I put the salt lick down there. And it was I can't remember what it's called, but it's a horse protein one. It's like $5 from Tractor Supply or Family Farm and Home or whatever you call it, and you can get them. They're basically for horses, and they seem to work really well. They don't seem to work. They work really well. They attract the deer like crazy. I mean, those deer are going there 365 days a year. Especially when it fills up with water, they'll go and drink that water. It's like their favorite water. If they do lift the bait ban in Michigan or anywhere where you guys live, I would highly recommend just getting one of those salt licks in, because then it'll at least last you for the next couple of years as far as wherever you hunt and so on. Dig a hole, bury it in the ground, cover it with molasses, and it will work very well. I mean, like I said, I haven't put one there in 3 years, and they're still coming to it as if it's a brand new salt lick. And I really believe that the biggest part of that is because I buried it in the ground. It really helps get those nutrients out into the ground, and as you see, nothing really grows there either. So I'm probably ruining my grandparents' crops, but I'm bringing the deer in, so okay. I'm gonna end this video back in time out in the field, and then right at the end I'm gonna put up some of my videos from my trail camera. So stay tuned for that. Check out the bucks that I got out there this year. I haven't seen the big one from last year yet. Doesn't mean he's not out there, but there's like a brand new buck that's pretty darn big. So that's it for today's vlog. I'll do another update in a week or so. I'll probably wait a couple weeks. I did order some new cameras, so I'm gonna have some 2 more cellular cameras from 2 different name brands. So look forward to that. If you're interested in other cellular trail cameras, make sure you subscribe, because those will be coming shortly. I just gotta wait for them to get here. I'll put them up. Each camera will have its own video, and then we'll do a review after a month or so. We'll get a review up before the deer season starts, so that if you guys want to wait till the deer season actually happens to buy your cameras, I will have it up before the deer season. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe.
I gotta go.